now you got Boots Ennis who's in your weight class.
Definitely.
What do you think about him?
Oh, he's very, very talented. He's unproven, but he's very talented.
Yeah.
The eye test tells it all. He's got the it, but we haven't seen him against any elite fighter. We've never seen him tested. So until then, we just going to keep saying, oh, Boots, 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 until he meet that fighter that's going to test him.
Is that a fight that you would be interested in?
Nah, it just don't make sense right now in my career. Like I said, especially money-wise, don't nobody really know Boots, but
right.
I'm looking for bigger and better challenges like Canelo.
You're just looking for the big one.
Yeah.
The big fish.
Yeah.
Fish fry.
Definitely. Them the guys I'm looking for.
Terence Crawford has finally responded to the recently leaked training footage of Jaron "Boots" Ennis, and his message was loud and clear. After watching the clips of the undefeated, explosive new face of American boxing, Crawford didn't offer praise, he fired a warning shot. While Ennis has been training like a man possessed ahead of his next fight, Bud reminded everyone why he's still the king of the hill. This isn't about clout or callouts anymore. It's about legacy. It's about respect. And according to Crawford, it's about setting the record straight, because as he put it himself, there are levels to this. It all started when fresh training footage of Jaron "Boots" Ennis dropped this week, and let's be real, it was wild. Boots looked like a machine, lightning-fast mitt-work, ridiculous reflex drills, and footwork that screamed, "Prime Crawford 2." The video spread like wildfire across X, YouTube, and Instagram, with captions like, "The next Bud is here," and "Crawford 2 has entered the chat." Even promoter Eddie Hearn jumped in, calling Ennis the new Crawford and saying a fight between the two would be the best matchup in American boxing.
Terence is only going to fight Boots if there's loads of money on the line, because he knows how good Ennis is, and he's not going to fight anymore unless it's for a lot of money. So we have to do what we say. We have to prove the quality of Ennis, and he has to earn his shot against Crawford. But that is the fight that I look at in 9 to 12 months' time, 3 fights down the line. And I think US fight fans are going to be crying out for that fight. Like, you imagine if we beat Lima on Saturday, we beat Ortiz, we beat Fundora or Mertzalayev or Zayas. Everyone will be calling for Ennis v Crawford.
I think a lot of fans are crying for that now.
They have been for years.
Yeah.
But the reality is we still need to, it's not, I think everyone who, like I say, everybody that knows boxing.
Yeah, boxing fans.
One that knows how good Ennis is what a fight. That is unbelievable. But still, you've got to educate people that Ennis is as good as I say he is. Right? And you do that by beating the champion. So we've got work to do.
And while Crawford is usually calm, this time he didn't stay quiet. In a recent interview after a press conference, a reporter showed Bud the Ennis footage and asked, "What do you think about Boots' latest training clips? People say he's the next you." Crawford smirked and replied, "If he's the next me, then he's still got a long climb ahead. People talk about highlights. I talk about history. He's in the gym hitting pads. I'm in the record books beating legends." That wasn't just a response, it was a warning. For Crawford, this isn't some YouTube back and forth. It's about proving that even as the new generation rises, the throne still belongs to him. He's 42-0 with 31 knockouts, and now a 5-division world champion after dismantling Canelo Alvarez to become undisputed at 168 pounds.
As his feet, footwork was too good.
Do you think the scores was right on, or do you think maybe it was a little more towards Bud?
What was the scorecards?
115, 113, 116, 112.
Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah.
I feel like Bud damn near basically won every round, so
yeah.
But yeah, that's about right. You can say that.
Now, with this accomplishment, Keyshawn, is he on the Mount Rushmore of boxers?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah?
3-time undisputed. Mm-hmm. He just beat Canelo.
Yeah.
The face of boxing. So now you can say Bud is the face of boxing.
Greatest of all time, or?
Greatest of all time.
Yeah.
I don't feel like it can never be one great, but he definitely one of the greatest of all time, for sure.
No one else has done that. Not Mayweather, not Pacquiao, not Canelo. So when Ennis Camp started floating his name next to Bud's, it struck a nerve. Eddie Hearn has been hyping it up like destiny, telling reporters, Crawford versus Ennis is the fight for American boxing. But let's be real, Crawford knows how good Boots is. He isn't scared, but he knows it's a real fight.
I think the perfect weight for Boots is 160. I think he could go there now and be in his absolute prime. He'll be tight at 54 tomorrow. People think that when you move up in weight, all of a sudden it's easy. He's massive. He will 100% go to 168 at some point. So right there, you've got a 4-division championship. But I don't want him just to be a 4-division champion. I want him to be undisputed in those, because I think he's the natural progressor to Terence Crawford. I think he's of the same kind of ability as Terence Crawford. And what Crawford's done is amazing, because he was undisputed in 3 weight classes.
Yeah, you got to prove it in a ring.
Of course you have. It's very well me saying it. But you've got to prove it in a ring. But you've also, people know in boxing. So everyone's always known how good Crawford was. But it took him a long time to get the opportunities to prove it. We've got to make sure that we're not 36, 37, 38 when we're getting those opportunities. Because if Boots can get it at 29, 30, he's going to be around 34, 35. He lives a clean life. Do you know what I mean? I think this guy, I truly believe, I think he could be one of the all-time greats.
Then he doubled down, calling Boots the new Crawford.
Terence Crawford against Boots Ennis, for me, is the best fight in American boxing. But it needs to be a payday for Crawford that would get him interested, because Crawford knows how good Boots is. And I'm not saying that Crawford thinks he's going to lose to Boots, but he knows that is a real fight. But for me, Boots is the new Crawford. We've just got to go out and get the fights to show how.
Then he doubled down, calling Boots the new Crawford.
He's not me.
Yeah.
You know, as much as a lot of people, you know, say we have similarities and, you know, we switch a lot and we fight a lot. He's not me, you know, and I'm not him. So.
Yeah. Tim had said comparison that like he's like a Chrysler 300 and you're like a Bentley.
Yeah, like once again, like he's not me. You know, he's trying to get to where I'm at. You know, he's where he at, I'm where I'm at. You know, he got a long way to go.
And that's when Bud dropped another message straight out of Omaha. You can't copy greatness, you can only chase it. There are no new versions. There's one Bud Crawford, and he's still active.
We're here in Philadelphia, Boots Ennis, Eddie, a couple other people, you know, called Boots the natural successor to Terence Crawford, and obviously I know your relationship with him. Do you feel that high on Boots as well, or?
Hell yeah, I think Boots is a hell of a fighter. I don't know about the natural sensation, whatever that is to Terence Crawford. I think Boots is his own fighter, Terence is his own fighter, but I think they both hell of a fighters. I've been around Boots for years, and he's the truth.
And last one for me, I'll let you go. Obviously, everyone's talking about a potential fight, you and Teofimo. Is there any updates to that? I mean, is that something that you are looking towards?
Yeah, that's the fight I want. So, ain't no updates. I don't speak business until the deal is done. So, nothing to talk about.
That's when Bud dropped another message straight out of Omaha. You can't copy greatness, you can only chase it. There are no new versions. There's one Bud Crawford, and he's still active. Fans went wild as comments flooded every platform, with half saying Boots is the future and the other half saying Bud is still untouchable.
Fighter. I guess he's trying to say if you're a world-class fighter.
Sign a contract. Exactly, sign a contract. If he wanted to fight, he would have stayed at 47. He obviously said he said he wanted to move up in compass to be undisputed at 54 or something like that. So, yeah, he definitely did say that too. Exactly. Yeah.
We ain't worried about, right now we ain't worried about Crawford. We're going to clean 147 now, then we're going to move to 154. If he there and he got a belt, we coming after him. Simple as that.
Let's talk about Boots for a second. The kid's record speaks for itself, 34 wins, 30 knockouts. Former unified welterweight champion, now the WBA and Ring Magazine champ at 154 after defeating Stanionis earlier this year. And at just 28, he's not just winning, he's dominating. He trains like a scientist, moves like a cat, and hits like a truck. His combinations are sharp, his defense slick, and his ring IQ frightening.
We just witnessed a destruction by Boots Ennis. What do you think?
I think that was a great introduction to 154. His power carry, and he did his thing. So, congrats to Boots.
What do you think next for Boots Ennis? I mean, what options are there at 154 in your mind for him?
I want to see him fight either the winner of Virgil and Erickson Lubin, or maybe like Fundora or somebody. That'll be a good fight.
And what about for yourself?
I'm back top of next year, defending my world title in a big fight.
Appreciate you, champ.
Even Canelo Alvarez used him as a sparring partner before facing Crawford. After the fight, Canelo admitted that even Boots' speed couldn't prepare him for Bud's precision. That says all you need to know.
One time, yeah, and he helped me really good, and I'm very grateful with him. We have history because 14 years ago, his older brother, Boots Ennis, helped me for when I fought Shane Mosley and Alfonso Gomez. So that's why we have history with the Ennis family, and I'm very grateful with him taking the time and go there and give me some work.
Because even when Ennis is sharpening against the best, Crawford's still sharper.
Ennis is the guy to give Crawford like trouble in there if they were ever to fight.
I think that would be a great fight. You know, the young hungry lion versus the legend. That would be a hell of a fight. Maybe 160. If it's a vacant title at 160, I think that they can make that happen for sure. I think it just has to make sense for both parties. You know what I mean? Yeah, I think if there's a vacant belt, Crawford's gonna want to be 6th division champion, and then he'll make Ennis move up to 160. I think they could do it at 160.
After Crawford's win over Canelo, Jaron Ennis gave credit where it was due. He told Ariel Helwani he just beat Canelo, the face of boxing, so that makes Crawford the face of boxing right now. Boots added that he's learning from Bud's blueprint, moving up divisions, fighting bigger men, staying sharp in the gym year-round, and to his credit, Ennis looks unstoppable at the moment. His debut at 154 against Luis Mal Lima was pure domination, a statement that he's ready for bigger, tougher names. But Crawford isn't impressed by flashy moves or footwork. As he said, it's not about looking good on camera, it's about performing under the lights against legends. When the world doubts you, that's when greatness shows up. When asked if he'd ever fight Boots, Crawford made it clear, he's got talent, no doubt, but he's not dropping down to 154 again. If Ennis wants to talk legacy, he can move up. That's the message. If Ennis wants Bud, he has to chase him, not call him from below.
You consider going back down to 154 and face Jaron Ennis, the guy who prepared Canelo Alvarez for this fight?
Nope. I ain't going down 154.
Crawford is now sitting on the undisputed throne at 168, and rumors are swirling that he might even move to 160 next, chasing a 6th weight division title. That's historic. But the warning didn't stop there. Bud continued, "I've been that young, hungry fighter before, but you don't earn greatness through talk. You earn it by beating people no one thought you could beat. Until Boots does that, he's still in the shadow." That line hit hard because Ennis has yet to face a true superstar opponent. Eddie Hearn, of course, won't stop pushing, but Bud isn't giving away the crown easily. At 38, he's fighting better than ever, mentally sharper, technically flawless, and physically still elite.
You think there's anything left for him, Coach, or is it time for Bud to move on? Or
I'm trying to figure out who he gonna fight next.
160, you can see him fight 160.
I wouldn't do nothing crazy. He looked at excellent. Hey, he looked at excellent.
Is there anybody the most from
No, I'm trying to figure out what their team gonna do next. I want to see what's
He's
next.
talking about 160, Coach. I mean, the only thing down there is maybe like a middleweight tournament, 2 fights undisputed, something like that. But if not that, then what for what?
Who?
Well, they were talking about Jaron Ennis going to 160, possibly going. Jaron Ennis going to 160.
If he go to 160, then we got another mega fight.
You think that's a mega fight?
I don't know that yet, but I'm saying, and the boxing fans that know boxing would say that's another mega fight.
What would?
As one trainer put it, Crawford is at that stage of his career where every fight is chess, not checkers. Boots might be fast, but Bud is thinking 3 moves ahead. That's the truth. Boxing pros and pundits remain split down the middle.
Terence is your man.
Yeah.
Bud your man.
Yeah.
You know the fight niggas want to see, bro.
What?
Boots. You know niggas want to see Boots, bro.
Bro, Terence different, bro. I just know that man is different. That's what I'm saying. I never been in the ring with Boots. Yeah. I'm not saying Boots ain't different or you know, not good at all. I think it would be a good fight, but I just think, you know, Terence, just like he said, man, he been battle tested before. Terence been through all the ups and downs in the ring. He's the Floyd Mayweather of this generation. Just the magnitude of this fight, maybe Terence is just not motivated.
Team Crawford says Boots hasn't earned it yet, that he's still in his prospect phase. Team Ennis says Crawford's scared to pass the torch.
That's the fight that everybody want to see.
Yeah.
I want to do it.
Do you respect him as like when he's like, I got a couple fights left, I'm at the end, I'm only trying to get mega fights, so
I understand it, but don't lie or kept to the net and make it seem like I had the opportunity to fight you and I didn't. I never did. You know what I'm saying? And then that one time that I did, we said they called and we said You never heard nothing else back about it. So I mean, I respect it though. I mean, get your money. You know what I'm saying? Do your thing. But don't be capping on the net.
But in reality, it's not fear, it's strategy.
Fight that makes a whole lot of sense, and a fight that stylistically would be, oh my goodness, is a fight between Terence Crawford and Jaron Boots Ennis.
I don't think I think that's going backwards for Terence.
To that point, Jaron doesn't have the kind of accolades. He doesn't sell to the mass and all these. So this fight was perfect timing for both these guys.
Bud has earned the right to fight only for history, not hype. That's why he says he's only taking life-changing fights from now on. He's not ducking Ennis, he's waiting for the payday and legacy value to make it worth it. Fighting Boots isn't a money fight yet, but skill-wise, it could be the most dangerous one on the table. After beating Canelo, the man everyone called boxing's cash cow, Crawford did the impossible. He unified 3 divisions, conquered 5 weight classes, and embarrassed one of the sport's biggest names. That resume doesn't just make you great, it makes you immortal. So while Ennis is rising, Crawford is still standing tall, warning everyone not to confuse potential with proof. Crawford versus Ennis isn't just another matchup, it's a generational collision, old-school craftsmanship versus new-school explosiveness, wisdom versus raw athleticism, legacy versus hunger. If it happens, whether at 160 or 168, it will be a fight for the ages.
Double fake to your left. Double fake to your right. Double fake to your left. No, top. You. Put your hand on your heart now, top. Step back, rhythm. Step back, rhythm. Rhythm, y'all.
Still got some abs.
Double fake, double fake. Double fake.
But right now, Crawford's message is clear, he's not ready to hand the throne over. He's not chasing clout, he's still defending the kingdom.
Better than Floyd Mayweather?
To me, he is because he challenges himself. So for me, don't get me wrong, Floyd ain't no bad fighter. Floyd is a hell of a sharp fighter, but I ain't gonna say a better fighter. I'm gonna say I just can appreciate it more because he challenges himself. You understand me? Floyd never challenged himself. So if you tell me who I want to see, Floyd or Terence, I want to see Terence because Terence gonna challenge himself. Floyd may be a better fighter because Floyd is slick and Floyd really can fight. People know I don't underestimate Floyd's boxing ability. Floyd has great boxing ability. Floyd is one of the best ever, but Floyd just never.
Jaron Ennis will continue his rise, likely chasing bigger names at 154, maybe Sebastian Fondora or Carlos Adams. If he wins those, the pressure on Crawford will grow. For Crawford, he's weighing options, rumors of Gennady Golovkin, Janibek Alimkanieli, or even another Canelo rematch are floating. But one thing's certain, if the Ennis fight happens, it will define an era. No matter how high Boots climbs, there's only one peak left to conquer, and its name is Terence "Bud" Crawford.
This is the situation, guys. No one has ever been a 4-division champion in boxing. Not a real one. Oh, Pacquiao won 8 and Oscar De La Hoya won 11 and this one won 15. No, I'm talking about Ring Magazine champ or lineal champ. You are the champion of that division.
Get them all.
Forever, the record was 3 by Henry Armstrong. Manny Pacquiao was the first dude to really win 4. Floyd gets credit for 4 for beating Canelo, but that wasn't at the junior middleweight limit. I don't count that. I don't count that. Terence Crawford just joined Manny Pacquiao as the only legit 4-division champion in the history of boxing. And he did it by jumping middle. He came lightweight, junior welter, then he won a belt at junior middle, not the whole championship, and then skipped middle to fight Canelo Alvarez for the undisputed, for the Ring Magazine super middleweight championship of the world, and left no doubts, including with Canelo, who was all class after the fight but knew what had just happened.
So now the question is Jaron "Boots" Ennis really ready to take on Terence Crawford, or is Bud's warning a reminder that the throne isn't for the taking, it's for the earning? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Make sure to like this video and subscribe to Boxing Hub for more boxing talk. I'll catch you in the next video.